Alright guys, I want to talk about Scholes. Scholes has retired. In case you didn't realize, during this testimony against the New York Cosmos, Scholes has retired. Now, I've put up a little write-up, that goes into a lot more detail on my blog about, looking back on Paul Scholes' career. So this is just, like a little riff-raff from your expert analyst. Paul Scholes is one of the best central midfielders I've ever seen in my life. Straight up. So, guys, like to always say, oh, no, this guy was an amazing player, one of the most amazing players whenever they retire. I don't think anybody said Vinnie Jones was one of the greatest defenders ever when he retired. Okay, no offense to Vinnie Jones, but I don't think anybody was saying that. Scholes was an amazing central midfielder. When you just watched his matches, when you just watch some of the guys' matches and then you just watch what this guy did every single week, how this guy played, it was amazing. You just need to sit there and just watch the guy play, because again, you only appreciate what Paul Scholes does if you've played central midfield. If you don't play central midfield, only when you've played central midfield can you really fully appreciate what this guy did. His control, never losing the ball. The guy's passing. As soon as the guy gets the ball, boom, hits it to the wing, boom, through ball. The ball always moves, and he always hits his man. And every single time he will move there, he's always looking up there, looking everywhere. And that's what the central midfielder needs to do, because guys don't understand that there is so much pressure on you when you're in that midfield area. There are guys hustling you. There's hardly any space, especially when a team is really pressing you. It's very, very difficult. Scholes should have started in that final. I do not know what Ferguson was smoking, because it was obvious that Giggs should not have been playing. Okay, Ryan tweets that Giggs should not have been playing. Okay, Scholes should have been playing, and that is a man that you need in there when your team is under pressure, especially in midfield. But the thing about Scholes was that the guy, the guy scored some pretty crazy goals. He scored some pretty crazy goals. Like, his rating was good, but I just think that consistency is a very important thing, especially for a striker can have an off day here and there, but a defender, he can have such an off day. The midfield is the core of the football team, because the midfield is the nucleus. It is right between the defense and the striker. The midfielders have to always be on point. If the midfield fails, the team fails. Okay, the defenders rely on the midfielders to come back and help defend, and to give them support when they're trying to play the ball out to defense. The attackers rely on the midfielders to supply them with the ball, and to give them support, playing 1-2s with them. So if the midfield fails, the team fails. Paul Scholes, the guy, every single time, the guy would just do what needs to be done. A full-on engine. A full-on engine. And, even in the guy's later years, I was like, there were just some games that you just watch a match today, you think that, man, this guy is good. This guy is good. This guy, he just knows how to play. And when you look at all the midfielders, for me, and obviously, Zidane or Vieira. When you look at other midfielders, they're decent, but there's just something about Scholes that whenever you watched him play, it's like the guy knew what he was doing. The guy knew what he was doing. It's like, you can put pressure on him, but as soon as he receives the ball, he knows that, boom, okay, my man on the wing is there. The ball goes out there. Okay, boom, I have the ball. The man on my wing, he's not there. I'll hold it. I'll play it short here, or I'll hold it. I'll look around. I'll take the pressure. Then I will hit the ball there. Because many times when midfielders get the ball, they don't really know what they're doing. They will lose the ball. They get under pressure. They try to just play a quick ball, and the ball goes up. But for Scholes, the guy, always moving, always on the move. And what does this mean for Man United, man? It's like, Ferguson, he's relied a lot on the old guard. He's relied a lot on Giggs and Scholes, but man, Scholes, he's on a different stratosphere to guys like Gibson, Anderson, Carrick, because like Scholes, man, is like, that is going to be a big miss for Man United, a huge miss for them, massive, absolutely colossal, So, but like I mean, for his legacy, man, looking back on what this guy did is like, from the very beginning, you look at all those days from them winning the treble, all the leagues, the championships they won, all the FA Cups they've won. It's like Scholes has always been an integral part, and it would be weird not seeing him again in the Man United outfit because Scholes, the guy has always been there, and I just feel that the England team is crap. I don't care what it says. The England team is crap, and if Scholes, he did the best he could for England, but he was just with players who just are not up to scratch. Scholes is better than Gerrard and Lampard. You see, I didn't even name Lampard and Gerrard. Look at my blog. In my blog, I said, what, best central midfielders I've seen. Okay, there have been many out there, but in recent memory, best central midfielders I've seen. I bring out Zidane, I bring out Okocha, I bring out Vieira. Those are the names I bring out. I don't bring out Gerrard. I don't care what I said. I don't bring out Gerrard. I do not. Sorry. I don't bring out Lampard. Lampard. Are you mad? But Scholes, yes. Scholes, yes. When you watch Scholes play, you're like, yeah, man, this guy, he knows what the heck he's doing. He knows what he's doing. And England could have used him. He would not have changed that much for England in the last World Cup, but England could have used him. England could have really used him in that World Cup, Scholes, man, he will go down as, one of those midfielders that I don't think people appreciated him enough. Because people like to say, oh, Gerrard, all that rubbish, Gerrard, Scholes, he's better than Gerrard. He's better. I'm sorry, he's better. Because, Scholes, the guy, first of all, the guy was consistent. And just when you just think about what does being a central midfielder mean? What does a central midfielder mean? What does it mean to really embody that position? And it's my boy, Paul Scholes. He is the guy who understands. The guy who fools the gouge, man. He understands. And yeah, man. It's his. He is going to be remembered as one of the best central midfielders that has been in the game of football. It's not just because he's retiring. Because look, sorry, if Darren Gibson announced his retirement, no offense to Darren Gibson, he's a very nice guy, I'm sure, I won't be saying anything about it. I'll be like, you've retired, thanks, cheers. Because it's Paul Scholes, and I've been knowing this guy since the early days, I'm like, you know what, yeah, Paul Scholes, man, I give that guy my hand, one of the best central midfielders that I've ever seen. Factamondo.